Hello, this is Angela Kuhn. This is my Session 5 presentation for the parable of the sower, Matthew 13, 1 through 23. The parable of the sower, it says, Then he told them many things in parables, saying, A farmer went out to sow his seed. As he was scattering seeds, some fell along the path, and the birds came and ate it up. Some fell along rocky places where it did not have much soil. It sprang up quickly because the soil was shallow. But when the sun came up, the plants were scorched, and they withered because they had no root. Other seed fell among thorns, which grew up and choked the plants. Still other seed fell on good soil, where it produced a crop 160 or 30 times that which was sown. Whoever has ears, let them hear. The path and rocky places. Basically, the seeds that fell along the path, as Jesus explains to the apostles, these seeds are God's word, and those who hear it but do not understand it, and they get snatched away by the devil. The seeds that fell on the rocky ground, these are the people who hear immediately, take joy in the word, but it's shallow. It really doesn't take root in their hearts, so they fall away. They fall away when trouble or persecution come up. Next, we have the thorns and the good soil. The seed that fell among the thorns, these are the people who take in the word but fall away due to worries of life, wealth, etc. The things that come up and choke it out. It takes over from the word itself, and it keeps it from growing. However, the seeds in the good soil, these are the ones who hear God's word, understand it, and apply it to their lives. These ones produce the fruits of the Spirit 100 times, 60 times, or even 30 times greater than what was sown. Now, each of the Gospels, the, the parable of the sower shows up in Matthew, Mark, and Luke, but their audiences are different. Matthew wrote predominantly to the Jewish Christians. Mark was writing for the Gentiles and Roman believers. And Luke also wrote for Gentiles and for Theophilus. So even though the story, the parable is the same, the Gentiles and stuff wouldn't have known about, Jewish traditions or any of this. So, it might come up a little differently in their minds than people who were already familiar with the Jewish God and all of that. Our application today, what does it have to do with now? Now, most of us aren't, farmers and stuff, but we can still understand the meaning behind it. It's pretty timeless in its application. We know our heart condition matters a great deal to God. Are our hearts the rocky ground full of choking thorns, or are we good soil? Are we the path? Which one are we? We have to ask God for discernment. We don't just understand everything our first run through. We have to really look for it and hunger for it and thirst for it. God knows if we really want the truth or not. And he will provide these things for us. He will give this to us. But we have to honestly and diligently cultivate our love for him and his word, so that we are that good and optimal soil for those seeds to grow. Thank you.